Hey guys, I'm here with the very handsome Peter Gies, our MC for day 2 of our Safe Road Summit, and we're gonna collect a cute little hot take from him real quick about what his experience was on stage. So Peter, you had a lot to handle today, a lot of really great conversations, a lot of really cool perspectives. What was one of them that really stood out to you?
I think to me, it was really Kristen White's keynote presentation. I love the fact that she was very personal and really talked about AI and technology at that human level. I think I mentioned it in the session as well, that it's, partner-led, human focused. I think that's such a good reminder. We sometimes get so caught up in the technical pieces of all the work that we do, but having Kristen come out and remind us all that, hey, our end client is a person, right? And I think that's something that was very impactful, and a lot of people in the room it resonated with them.
And I think that reflects in her presentation style. She's very animated, she's very personable, and so when she's delivering that kind of message, you know that it's sincere because that's what she's putting out there.
Absolutely. I mean, what was it? Bundle of sunshine? Right?
Yes,
That's in
yes.
human form. That's definitely Kristen, no doubt.
I love that you picked up on that on her bio because that really set the tone. So when it comes to Wes Marshall, he was our keynote for the pre-lunchtime area. He talked a lot about how engineering maybe gets over-engineered, and we don't really think too much about the pedestrian experience. What did you think?
Yeah, Wes, many people would call that a critical look, right,
Yeah.
at engineering, and I think that's that was what we wanted to get across, though, right, is that we often do things based on a manual on our book, and we think that by following the process, we're going to get a great outcome, and that's not always the case, and there were a couple of things that stood out in my mind that he spoke about, so asking the right questions, that idea of what problem are we trying to solve, and starting with that in mind. And then to me, the final thing was, what are we measuring?
What are we measuring?
That was a key turning point for me in how I think about the roadways that we design, and when we try to look at whether they were successful or not, because we often want to measure throughput or we want to measure fatalities, but when he was talking about how fatalities are measured per vehicle miles traveled, and how you can skew data, and in grad school we were always told you can lie with numbers.
Wait, so Peter, are you saying our performance measures are all wrong? No, don't say that. DOT, we love you.
Performance measures are great, but I think you have to contextualize them. That's the big thing, and that's what Wes was really getting at. And, and again, a good reminder, right? A critical look at what we're doing, taking a step back and pulling back and really looking at how we do what we do as planners and engineers.
And his presentation style is really, really interesting too, because a lot of times we have a rule, 10 slides, 10 minutes kind of thing.
Yeah.
He's like 500 slides.
Tons of pictures.
Videos, shocking.
Yeah, but very engaging and relatable as well. So he took examples from, and he was, what do people say? Like he was an equal opportunity discriminator when it came to the places that he chose to talk about and highlight, both the good and the bad. Right.
Everybody got read for filth during that presentation, for sure. I was like, oh my God, Oakland Park Boulevard, that's right by my house.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. Okay, anything else? I know you didn't really get to see too many of the breakout sessions because of all your duties in the main ballroom, but did you hear anything that stood out to you?
I think we can't not talk about the Safe Roads Awards.
Oh my God, yes, of course. Okay, now.
we had some really great candidates for Safe Roads Award. I mean, I know Miami-Dade and Palm Beach gave out their Champion Awards and their Community Partner Awards. We were able to give out the Outstanding Transportation Partner Award, which went to Steve Braun of District 4. And
great partner.
You talk about an institution like the Florida Department of Transportation who's really stepped it up. They've come to the table and they've worked with us. They're taking a lot of the things that we discuss on a regular basis at the Safe Road Summit to heart. They're putting it into their roadway designs.
Well, I think that's the purpose of the Safe Road Summit, right? Yeah. To get everyone's opinions together, we can all learn from each other, and we can start putting that into implementation.
Absolutely, yeah. It's here to share the knowledge, and once again, take a step back, right? Because we all show up at our desks, we all write our emails, we all finish our projects, but yeah, it's time to maybe step outside the box and take a different look at it.
And so we had an award recipient that stood up twice to receive an award, Eric Power from the city of
Deerfield
Beach. Wonderful, yes. He's a great guy, great partner to work with.
Yeah, talk about someone who has helped really reshape a city like Deerfield Beach. And then the other award that he got for his project, or I shouldn't say the partnership project on A1A at Hillsborough Beach.
Collaboration with FDOT, the two cities.
He's living proof of the things that we're trying to promote here at the Safe Road Summit. So it's nice that we get to highlight those folks as part of the awards, because it's not all just about the learning, it's also the celebration as well.
Well, I'm obsessed. That's wonderful.
Yeah.
Peter, great job today.